Welcome to the Double O podcast. You got your host, PennyWhysTV, and my co-host, Unknown Skills. This is the episode 4. We have a lot of topics for you guys. We got recommendations from me and Skills. We got is Dr. Stone a top 25? Is ReZero? Well, we already did that topic, but we're going to talk about season 3 of the ReZero. We're pretty much caught up with the anime, so we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the Invincible season 3 and the finale as well. We both watched the finale today, and then we're going to be talking about Solo Leveling and how I think it is a generational anime and possibly top 10. Yeah, I know. Anything you want to say? Opening statements?
Top 10? Definitely good. It's definitely good. But top 10?
I got my reasons. I got them.
Oh, well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to listen, debate, and find out why, and give you reasons why you should change it.
Don't try to change my opinion, because you can't. I'm a stone wall. So... I don't have any opening statements. I just want to talk anime because it's been a while and we've caught up on several anime and TV shows since our last podcast. So
binged episodes, seasons.
Yeah, you more than me.
Oh, opening statement. I will say, make sure you guys follow me on YouTube. I'm about to start posting more clips of me playing video games and me playing ping pong. I might be wearing a volleyball shirt anime, and there might be volleyball anime posted on my wall, but I am a true ping pong player. Like, table tennis it's like in my blood. But make sure you guys follow so I can show you some clips and videos of me destroying people. Like, literally destroying. Like, it's just, my game is nasty. It's wild. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it.
Yeah, the link to Skills' YouTube channel will be in the description below. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the previous live podcast episodes as well. So the first recommendation I have is Spy Family. This is an anime that I stopped watching for whatever reason, and I came back to it in the beginning of season 2. It has 2 seasons right now. The second season is only 12 episodes, and I think the first season is around 25-ish episodes, 24, 25.
Yeah, 25.
So I watched season 2, and I also watched the movie Cold White, which is basically a reflection of the series as well. It didn't feel any different than watching like 4 or 5 episodes in a row, like one big arc. But Spy Family for me is getting up there as a top anime. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like top 30.
Top 30,
definitely top 35 animes right now. It's just very consistent. The humor, I think it's one of the funniest animes, up there with Mob Psycho. It has the action and animation as well. The only thing about Spy Family is it's not high stakes. It's not going to be like a do or die situations. It's more lighthearted. It's a more lighthearted spy action comedy show. So that's
a cool watch.
Yeah. But it's still entertaining as well. Very entertaining. And I think everyone's going to have their own favorite characters of the trio, the main characters. The spy, the assassin, and the kid that has mind reading powers. So, you want to give one of your recommendations? We'll go back and forth.
Let's see. What were my? So I had 2. It was Castlevania and
You had Castlevania in 91 days.
91 days. Okay. Castlevania is definitely a good watch. We're gonna worry about that after the second recommendation from David. But wow,
you can call me Penny while we're on the podcast.
We could definitely delete that, but
no, it's fine. It's fine. Just
all right.
We're gonna keep it in.
91 Days is definitely a good, cool watch. It's quick. It's nicely paced. You don't have to worry about any fake stuff, anything outlandish or wild or yes, it's a definitely a great watch. I think it's about 13, 14 episodes. It's got the mystery in there. It's got the violence. It's got the fights. Fights? Definitely no fights, but more like gun fights. I can give you guys like a little taste of it, but I can't tell you because once I start talking about it, what goes on in the plot, I'm gonna just destroy everything and tell you everything about it because the
I
show is just great. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
I can tell them. It's basically a revenge story. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So
Revenge. And no matter what you think is gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. I can tell you that right now. You may like watching those mysteries and revenge and like, oh, it's the same. He's gonna do this. Like, no, he's bro's not going for what you think you're going for, what you want. He's doing exactly what he wants, and he's gonna handle it how he wants to. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
when did you watch this?
91 days. What did you say?
When did you watch this?
I think I watched this on January 23rd, and then I finished it in like 2 days.
Oh yeah, so you didn't watch it when it first came out.
Nah, I did not. I just
did.
heard a lot about it.
I watched it when it came out in 2016. So
You
this
binged
was,
it?
yeah, I watched it as it went out, so week to week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't. It was cool. I'll just say it's cool.
It's cool. It's cool.
Like a top 90 anime.
Top is actually insane wording. Like I understand you don't like good material, but top 90's wild.
Oh, I'm lightheaded. So yeah, it's cool. I think other people will like it more than me.
Yeah, people like good stories.
So my other recommendation is actually a live action Korean drama, actually based on a manga. It's called Study Group. I actually just watched the finale today. There's a lot of boxing. It's very similar to Windbreaker and Tokyo Revengers, how they have like gangs in schools and they have different gangs. And the main character he basically wants to just study, but other people are getting in his way and they're not letting him form a study group. That's basically the premise. He just wants to study with his friends and get good grades. I won't spoil some of the main plot points, but it's basically like Windbreaker and Tokyo Revengers. They be boxing in the show, and it continually ramps up as well in like craziness. So don't be super surprised when you see a lot of over the top action scenes. It gets like super unrealistic later on. Just remember, this is based off of manga, so it's not going to be realistic. People are going to be going through, like, for example, people might go through a concrete wall. Not possible, right? So don't be surprised by stuff like that. Highly recommend though.
Let me just pause you real quick. Right? Is it pronounced manhwa? And you're just saying it manhwa because you want to add the gua, or that's how you properly pronounce it?
I think it's called mangwa or mangwe, but it's definitely not. It's definitely a different pronunciation than manga.
Even though it's spelled Mawah.
Something like that. Mangwa.
Okay.
I'm just guessing. But yeah, highly recommend if you want to get into Korean dramas and you want one with plenty of action. Study Group. Only 10 episodes for the first season.
Not bad.
You want to say your second recommendation?
Second recommendation, it's a second, but don't think of it as a second place anime. It's really great. It's Castlevania, and it is on Netflix. So,
are you recommending the original Castlevania or the new Castlevania?
the new Castlevania on Netflix.
And what is that called? I forget the name of it.
It's called Castlevania.
You don't know the name of it.
No. If it's a different name, but let me let me check my Netflix right now. I have it pulled up, but on Netflix it's called Castlevania, and then the newer one. Wait. Are you?
Castlevania Nocturne that came out
That's
in 2023.
You're labeling that as a newer one. I thought you meant like the old school Castlevania, like original before Netflix Castlevania.
I'm talking about. Wait. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's the Castlevania that I watched. I guess the Netflix one. Isn't that the one? The
Yeah,
main character's
that's
name.
the
He
one.
has a whip.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So, like I was saying, you guys, it's on Netflix. Check it out, Castlevania. To give you guys, it's another. It's kind of a revenge story, but it's more wild than that. It starts off back in the medieval times where people don't know much, and it's this nice young lady. She's wants to be a doctor. She doesn't have a lot of equipment to do or be a doctor. She doesn't have what she needs. So, she travels around, she finds this huge ass castle, and who lives in that castle? Dracula. Yes. So if you like vampires, like, you gotta check this out too. Anyway, she meets up with Dracula, she goes inside, and she's like, Dracula over there wanna, what are you doing here? But she wants to help and stuff, blah blah blah. Eventually they fall in love. Anyway, Dracula decides to he travels away, and I'm not gonna tell you what happens after that, but basically he goes away for her to go do something, and something happens, and he doesn't like what happens. But that's all I can tell you. But it's really good. It's a revenge story. Lots of great fight scenes. I mean, top tier. Let's not say top tier. Let's just say great fight scenes, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of alive, real. Um, yeah, blood, gore. You have all that. You love the lore. A lot of that's in that story. So if you want to watch a good anime, a good fight, a good watch, it's not slow either. It's a nice build up, nice pace. It's not too fast either. So you want to watch a good anime, cool watch with vampires, you gotta check out Castlevania on Netflix.
I agree. For a vampire show, it's definitely top tier. It kind of reminds me a little bit of early JoJo's. You know, against
Dio.
Dio and his vampire minions and stuff. It's kind of similar vibes to that. I was hoping you were going to talk about the new one though, Nocturne.
Nocturnal.
Let me see, Nocturne, Castlevania Nocturne. But I guess you haven't seen it. Have you even heard of
I'm
it?
on episode. I'm on episode 5.
Of that?
Yeah, I'm one of
Oh
those people
yeah.
where once you watch a show, it's like don't stray away too far away from greatness. Like,
It kind of feels like Korra.
what do you mean by core?
Different cast, 100 years later.
Oh, it's my core, like Avatar. Yeah, yeah, it's just like that. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't. To be honest, I don't even know if this is his son or if this is his daughter's son, because it's definitely not his kid, but it's his kid. It's probably like a grandkid or something. But it just gives different type of energy, not the type of strength I was looking for. The fight scenes are cool. It's cool, but if you're like a fan of Castlevania and you were like expecting more of that, just don't. It'll ruin your experience with this new show. Just be open and be ready for a new story.
Okay. I'll put that in the back end. Because, I mean, it's hard to beat the original. It's. You can't name a lot of animes where the sequel beats the original. That's like
Do
saying
you
Korra is better than the original Avatar. No one says that.
do you think Shippuden is better than Naruto?
No.
What?
I've told you this. I told you I think Naruto Part 1's better. It's way better.
Crazy work.
Way better, bro.
I'm putting Shippuden over Naruto 9 times out of 10.
I don't know, man. Naruto Shippuden does have better fights. Well, mainly the Sasuke ones.
And better fights, better stories, more
No.
emotions.
The
Like
Naruto come out.
I feel more for the characters, and the only thing I can I've seen Naruto maybe once or twice, maybe once. I've seen Shippuden 2 or 3 times, and I can't. The only thing I can remember about Naruto, the one that I've seen like once or twice, is just the Rock Lee fight, and then when he got drunk, that fight. What else? When he fought the Orochimaru's 4, his little whatever group he had. Those are the only fight, and the tuning exam. That's basically the only arc I remember. Everything else is just like, like it's okay. It's just added on to the story. I'm not really seeing much growth. It's not bad though. It's not bad. I'd be lying if I said it was bad. But I'm just being honest.
What was that arc called? The hidden. What was that arc called? Land of the
Sound?
Waves arc.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Anyways, the arc with Zabuza, tune-in exam, Sasuke retrieval arc, Goku. I mean, Naruto. Naruto versus Sasuke. Like the build up. Naruto is actually a character. Like in Shippuden, he's like he's fake. He's fake. He talks literally everyone out of conflict. It became a kid's show. Like it's not. It lost that grittiness. Like even like think about it. Think about it, bro. Pain killed damn near most of the villagers in the village, including Kakashi. And then he got talked into bringing them back to life.
Didn't Naruto talk Zabuza, a sound ninja who was bound to kill everyone, killed his own village, didn't care about nobody but himself? He talked him into forgiving them, and what did he do?
Who?
He died to the village.
Forgiving
who killed Zabuza?
Who did he forgive? No, Zabuza was a dog until the end. That I could tell you didn't watch enough of Naruto. I watched Naruto at least 5 times.
At least, bro. When they reanimated them, he came back talking about how's the kid doing. Like, I'm so glad that he was the one to kill me. Like,
you're talking about Shippuden?
Yeah.
But just like Shippuden and Naruto are 2 different shows. Like Shippuden is just kid friendly.
I'd say Naruto's like right here, and then Shippuden is like up, like way up.
How did we even get here?
We're supposed to be talking about is solo leveling top 10.
That's the last topic.
Then what's the next one?
We did have a do not recommend list.
Go ahead and tell me why.
Yeah.
You know what? You've been talking a lot of trash about one of the greatest animes of all time, so I'll start off with
what anime?
What anime? Naruto Shippuden.
Oh, you wanted to make that a topic?
No. We're not gonna make it a topic. I'm just saying I'm gonna go ahead and start with my do not recommend first. And my do not recommend was Midnight of the Occult Civil Servants. I repeat, Midnight of the Occult Civil Servants. I want you guys to never, for the love of yourself, your humanity, whatever you follow, never watch that show. It's complete, utter dookie. It was so boring, and it was the slowest burn. I tried my best to watch it. I've tried my best. And I watched lots of animes. I've seen hundreds of animes. I don't even know if it's in the thousands yet, but I know I've seen a lot. And I watched 10 animes last month, and that was like my my 8th or ninth, and it just threw me off. I didn't even want to watch anime anymore. It was just so slow. Now that was one of those. He used the talk no jutsu a lot. Now that man.
In this anime, the Night of the Cult.
Yes, yes. The main character was able to talk to. They're basically demons, but they called them something else. Anyway, he could talk them into like relaxing and no more fighting, and like, hey guys, like trust me, like the humans are pretty good. Like he was the only one who could understand them, so he would try to talk to them and make them relax, and it worked most of the time. Nobody really died, and there's no mysteries for the most part. There's no fighting at all.
So what? They're just talking.
A lot of talking, a lot of traveling, a lot of I'm gonna fight you, and then like, hey man, there's no reason to fight. You know what? He's right. There is no reason to fight. Like it's terrible. It's terrible.
So you watched all 12 episodes?
13 or 14. Okay. I did. I'm committed. I stayed.
When did you watch this?
I watched that probably January 21st, I think, or maybe one of those times. Yes.
And where did you find this anime?
Thank you. I seen it on Crunchyroll.
And you just decided to watch it?
Yeah.
Without doing any research?
Nah. It looked good. I actually seen a clip of it, and yeah.
Yeah, I could tell from my anime list that this anime is not that good. It goes far below my threshold for watching anime. If it's below a 7, I don't watch it. And this is a 6.75. So
that's what people have been rating it.
I believe you. Yeah, my anime list is pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. Like they must have the same like similar taste to me. I trust it. Like I trust my anime list a lot. So yeah, don't watch Midnight Occult Silver Servants. It's mid. Unknown Skills.
It's worse than mid.
Testimony. And my anime list is a 6.75. So my anime, let me see what I got on my anime list. My anime that I thought was going to be a decent watch, or at least a fun watch, was Go-Go Loser Ranger. And I'm kind of surprised. Why are you making that face?
Because I just want to hear your opening statements. I just want to hear what you got to say about it.
Alright. So I can't believe this anime got a second season so fast. That's insane. It is insane. It has a lot of members, so the manga must have been pretty good. I don't know if you have secret knowledge in the manga after the anime, but if we're basing it on just the anime, this anime was mid. I'm not gonna say it's completely ass. I'm not gonna say I wasn't entertained, but the main character is definitely below average. Not really fucking with him. He has some nice little tricks to get out of situations, but overall, he's an ass main character.
Oh my goodness.
Some of the side characters don't make too much sense. Their motivations are just too much.
Are you talking about the girl?
The guy with the red hair that cut off his arm for him to infiltrate. Mm-hmm. That was nuts. You don't even know this guy. That was crazy. But there's like a few good characters of the show, but overall, I don't think I'm not convinced. I'm not.
Did you watch all the episodes?
Yeah, I watched all episodes.
And you're still able to proudly say That it's mid.
Yeah, it's definitely mid. And I went to my anime list when I watch an anime, and it didn't really like when it like falls below my expectations. I go straight to my anime list, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. You got a 7.3. That's about where it's at.
I could
Certainly not an 8 or more.
I give it about a high 7. It's a good watch though.
I don't not recommend, but if you're looking for like top tier anime, I can't recommend this as a top tier anime. So yeah, that was my personal do not recommend.
That wouldn't be the first anime I would talk about.
Passing on that season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah, it is coming out April 13th. So next month.
So you just edit these videos we got?
What videos?
This podcast, you can edit and take stuff out?
What, you want me to take out that what I
Oh,
just
no.
said? Why you ask? Yeah.
I was gonna say just take out the parts where I'm looking away from the camera, where I was grabbing my food when my sister brought it to me.
I didn't even notice.
Oh, that was quick. That was good. That's good.
I didn't even notice. Is that Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, yes it is.
I noticed that fry anywhere.
Nam.
Alright, so let's move on to our next topic. Dr. Stone, you are caught up. You saw all season 3?
Yes.
You caught up to season 4?
No. I did not watch season 4 at all.
You stopped there. Okay, that's good. I'm only halfway through season 3. I watched like 10 episodes. I think I'm on like episode 14 or 13. They're still going up against the Petrification Island. That's all I'm going to say about that. But overall thoughts on the show? Is it a generational anime? Top 25?
I'd say top 25, but it's fallen off because well, I can't really say it's fallen off. I'd have to say I don't know why I fell off that anime. Was it taking too long for the shows to come out? Because it is a good.
I think it was paced pretty well. Like season was maybe like a year or two apart. They weren't waiting 5 years like Tara God.
And Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But what came out when Dr. Stone came out? Because something I'd give it a top 25. I wouldn't say a generational because it's not all around. Generational for me would probably be like My Hero. Even though I'm not that big of a fan, but it is a great anime. But I'd say Dr. Stone is probably in the top 25, top 35.
I think it's on the same level as ReZero. You don't think ReZero is generational?
ReZero is, if we're being honest, I think ReZero is a great, fantastic anime. It's phenomenal. But it's not catching a lot of viewers' attention. I'm thinking it's not getting the recognition it deserves. I know a lot of people have been starting to see it, but the reason I'm not going to say it's generational is because there's not enough people are tuning in. If we can get that show out, got a lot of people to watch it, it could definitely be there. It's great, bro. It's like
Nah, man.
Did you know when it first started?
Nah, man.
Did you know when it first started? It had 25 episodes. I was there when ReZero first came out, and then they it was a slow burn in the beginning, so the director redid it, and he made the episodes like 45 minutes long, so he could try to fit everything in to like one episode. Like if you see it on Crunchyroll, he redid the episodes, made them about 45 to an hour.
I think what you said, ReZero is not getting the recognition.
Yeah.
You're talking about season 3 or the show overall?
The show overall. Season 3 is definitely getting recognition. A lot of people have noticed it, but it's not reaching everyone. And that's what I'm here to do. So y'all need to go ahead, get that Crunchyroll account, and watch ReZero. And I'm telling you, you'll never be the same. You'll love it. 10 out of 10.
I'll give one reason. I think one reason why. I think you're underestimating how big ReZero was. If I look at the numbers here, I'm gonna look at the numbers of how it compared with Attack on Titan. Okay, it wasn't Attack on Titan big, but it was kind of up there for the first season that came out in 2016. It has over 2 million viewers on my anime list.
2 million is nice. That's
2 million is actually the top 30 most popular anime on the site.
nice.
That's how big it is. Attack on Titan first season was around 4 million, so it wasn't quite Attack on Titan huge, but it was very, very huge. But each subsequent season, there's a drop off. The second season, there was only, let me see. The second season, there was just over 1 million members. So half of that between season 1 and season 2. I think part of that is because maybe people forgot about ReZero, because there was a 4-year gap between season 1 and season 2.
I'm glad you said that.
So maybe some people forgot about ReZero. That's my theory.
Okay.
And each subsequent season, part 2, a little under 1 million members, and in season 3, I think it had like 300,000.
God, damn.
So a big drop off. Season 2 and season 3. Season 2 came out in 2020, and then season 3 came out in 2024. So about a 4-year gap.
That's exactly why people are dropping.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it, is the big gaps in between the seasons and the productions.
Hey, but it takes time to make a masterpiece. It looks like it takes 4 years.
Yeah. In that sense, I think ReZero is a generational anime. And I think Dr. Stone, I'm not completely caught up, but I think it fits that same category as well. That Jujutsu Kaisen, I think Solo Leveling is getting in that level as well. I think it was the number one. It had the number one viewed episode. I'm pretty sure it's the number one watched anime on Crunchyroll.
With Solo Leveling?
Yeah, it's putting up numbers, from what I hear.
People are going. I put a couple of people on Solo Leveling.
I put you on Solo Leveling. Didn't I put you on?
I think it was Ivy.
I put Mel onto it, to the manga.
Yeah.
That was like 3 years ago.
Now that we're on Solo Leveling, go ahead and tell me.
You want me to get into that topic now, or?
Yeah, I'm ready. Tell me.
Okay, so this is for you. Okay, Solo Leveling. So I was doing my top 100 list. So I was editing it a little bit, and I managed to sneak Solo Leveling into top 10. I don't know if it's gonna stay there. I don't know if it's gonna stay there.
Can you tell me what 11, 12, and 13 is, and then 9, 8, and 7?
You want to know my top 10? Would that make it easier?
Give me your top 5 to 15. 5 to 15.
5 to 15. So 5 through 15. In order: Hunter x Hunter, number 5. Code Geass, Death Note, Naruto, Haikyuu, Solo Leveling, Mob Psycho, Gintama, Shinseka no Yuri, Bungo Stray Dogs, and Kuroko no Basket number 15.
I don't know how I feel about Corcoral's basketball being at 15.
It might not stay there. It might not stay there. But my top 10 is pretty accurate.
Jeez.
So let me get into some of the things that I noticed about this anime. First of all, let me look at the numbers real quick. I don't even want to get into the numbers right now, but I know the numbers are there. So let's talk about the formula that Solo Leveling is doing. So Sung Jin Woo, I think he's the god of aura. He just aura farms in every single episode since he got his powers, and he's just farming aura. He's the aura god. Everything he does is just put on display, and the things that he does, the things that he says, how he's just nonchalant. He's not boasting his strength. He's not afraid to go outside the lines. You have these top tier hunters, the guild leaders. No one knows their names. I can't remember their names, but the guild leaders, they prop them up as these badasses, and then the next scene we see them bowing down to Sung Jin Woo, the god of aura. Like, we set these guys up as like these aura gods, these S tier gods, and even them, they're bending the knee to Sung Jin Woo. It's just set up for this man to win. You have any thoughts about that?
I like how
That's just one.
I like how proud you are. How happy you are to say that about.
I mean,
I can see why the show has been so great. I mean, I've read the manga twice. Yeah, I've read it twice.
what have you read that's better than Solo Leveling? Just reading, not anime. What have you read that's better?
The Promised Neverland.
I know Promised Neverland. You're gonna say that.
Yes.
What else? What else though?
If there's anything that I've read that made me go back twice, it's between Blue Lock and I was gonna say Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm not gonna say Jujutsu Kaisen. Incredible,
doubt,
Invincible.
though.
Invincible has me hooked. When I read the comics, their comic manga, it's really a comic, but that had me hooked. I read it.
Okay, we'll count that. But without a doubt, though, Solo Leveling is probably like the top 5 greatest thing you've ever read.
Yeah. So far, yes.
So it has material to possibly be a top 10 anime at the end.
If I don't read anything else, it's
if
great.
it had like,
because I've only read probably like a handful of manga. I watch more anime than I read.
you read more than 15 manga.
I don't even know. I'd have to think about it. I mean, technically I have, because I watched a lot of shows and I had to read. Like, I've read Naruto, One Piece, Blue Lock, Reincarnation, Slime. I said Reincarnation, Slime. Just go ahead and put those together. Jobless Reincarnation. I've read that. Let's see. Would you count Invincible?
As
Because I'm saying I've read
What?
it, but it's a comic though. How do you compare?
we can put that in there. Greatest picture novels you've ever read.
I've also read One Punch Man. Have you seen that?
I've read a little bit of it.
How'd you feel?
I know a little bit of what happens.
I like One Punch Man.
Um,
So yeah, One Piece, One Punch Man. Oh, Vinland Saga. I've read that as well, and My Hero. So yeah, I'd probably say
Okay.
around 15 or less.
I'm around the same boat. Probably like 12 to 15.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I can
But
label it like the greatest. It's the greatest of what I've read, but to be honest, it's between The Promised Neverland and Blue Lock. Because Blue Lock is heating up. If they animate that, I'm telling you, top 5 sports anime. It's gonna be number one for me. For me, number one. And I read,
so you think right now, Blue Lock, um, you've gotten more out of that than Solo Leveling, rating that?
I'd only say yes because Blue Lock hasn't ended yet,
Oh, okay.
so I can't really say anything because I've read, I read Solo Leveling to completion, and then it even made me want to read
Okay.
more. So they're definitely great, definitely great. Blue Lock, I read.
But
You know what? I'm gonna put Solo Leveling above Blue Lock because even though I've been waiting for Blue Lock, it's not. It didn't have me on the edge like Solo Leveling. Like I can't even explain the fights that I've read that I cannot wait to be animated.
yeah, but regardless, though, it's really good.
Yes,
So
I agree. I
it
agree
has the
with this
material.
dude right here.
It has the material. Who are you talking? You talking
Yeah,
about me? It has the material to succeed. That's just one of the reasons. Sung Ji Woo is literally the embodiment of
drip,
he's the god of war.
drip, drippy woo.
He has some drip, but he's the god of war in my eyes. Um, and then like the pacing of the show, it is perfectly directed and put together for this era of people that have short attention spans. That's why TikTok is so popular. That's why YouTube Shorts are so popular. People have short attention spans. They can't pay attention to something that's more than an hour these days. So the arcs are shorter. You notice in the span of 2 seasons of Solo Leveling, we've already had like 7 or 8 villains, human or bosses, and you probably have a favorite fight. I still like the one with Sun Jin Woo and Barca. That's probably one of my favorite
Barca, who's
fights.
that?
The elf,
Uh,
the demon
I'd
elf,
say
the beginning of season
I'd say
two.
the younger brother of whatever his name is.
The C,
Yeah, no, see,
he just the younger brother,
of the
the
S
one
of the S tier hunter,
oh the S tier, him
Bak
and the father
Bakhan, his brother,
against who though?
against Jinwoo, when he fought him and the other hunters, and it was like, hey, you
You,
have to kill 8 people. Now that fight was
you talking?
nice.
Oh, you talking about him versus the C rank
Yeah, in
hunters?
season 1.
Yeah, that's the older brother.
Yeah, I said younger, didn't I? Yeah, it's the other older brother.
Okay. Okay. You like that fight?
Come on, you can't tell me you didn't like it.
I mean, it was
Dude
cool.
walks.
All he did was face palming into the
Not, I'm
ground.
talking about the entire fight. Him versus all the
The
hunters.
entire fight.
Dude walked up on him and was like, "Hey man, just give up." Within seconds, bro's head was gone.
けるってんだ人類最弱兵器さ
Bro, hey man, just relax.
But do you see how like there's so many different fights and moments where everyone has like a favorite one?
Yeah.
I thought the one against the B rank hunter, I thought that was better. When he did that little Goku hopping, I don't know how to describe it, but he was hopping like Goku. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Against the B rank hunter. You don't know that scene? We'll put that scene in, so you know what I'm talking about. But I like that part. It was his eyes was going yellow.
Oh, make sure you put my scene in there
remember.
too. When I talking about when he walked up on him, put his hand on him, dude, cut his neck like that. That's a fire scene right there. That's a fire.
I got you. Um, but yeah, the short arcs, their arcs are usually like 1 or 2 episodes long, and Solo Leveling does it masterfully. They don't try to fit everything in; they just give you mainly just the meat and potatoes. They don't give you every single uh, detail or conversation between side characters. So that's one thing. If I wanted to give it one con for the anime as a whole, it's that they don't give enough to the world building. They just prioritize the story progression and the fights mainly,
Also, to my
and the character progression.
to my fans, I'm sorry that I haven't been so lively. I've been so tired from work. Just listening to you now, bro. I'm just like, bro, we gotta clip it soon.
Yeah, so I mean those were kind of like the key things of Solo Leveling. They're mastering the art of aura farming with Sun Jin Woo. This anime is so freaking great that the only negative thing that they can find, the first negative thing that they found about this anime from the minority, was the episode where Sun Jin Woo finally got the elixir to cure his mom's disease. And they hated on the episode because of lack of action and because Sun Jin Woo was crying. That's literally the only thing that they could find wrong with this anime is him crying over his mom not waking up for 4 years.
I like that part actually.
Exactly. Don't pay too much attention to the negativity. If you see any negativity on Solo Leveling, they are the minority. I promise. Those guys aren't real anime. I'm not gonna say they're not real anime fans, but
You can call them.
I don't
You can
respect
call them
them.
what they are. Haters. What?
Yeah, but they're still gonna be watching that next episode where it got that action. They're gonna be coming back. They're gonna be coming back for season 3
And
as
it
well.
drops tomorrow.
So are they really
It
hating?
drops tomorrow.
If they're supporting and watching,
I mean, if you're talking shit, yes, but I mean, it evens out because they're talking shit about it, which gets more views.
I just want to look up real quick the numbers if I can do that in like 30 seconds. Crunchyroll numbers. Okay, so February 10th, with almost 500,000 ratings on Crunchyroll, according to Solo Leveling. It surpassed Jujutsu Kaisen to become the third most rated anime on Crunchyroll. That places Solo Leveling just behind One Piece and Demon Slayer. I think this fact that you can find from ScreenRant.com, I think this supports my statement that Solo Leveling is a generational anime. And you have to put Demon Slayer in there as well, even though the story is a little basic. Demon Slayer is a generational anime
I
as
actually
well,
like Demon Slayer.
because it's still going. It's a powerhouse. And
I actually like Demon Slayer. And this is my second time watching it. No. Third time watching it.
and it's a good anime for people that are new to anime to watch it as well. It's a noob friendly anime.
Truly.
And it's still generational. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick fact check. So it's number 3 on Crunchyroll for third most rated anime, surpassing Jujutsu Kaisen. So comment below your thoughts. Is Solo Leveling overrated, underrated, or properly rated? And any other thoughts on any of the topics that we've had today? Anything for your closing statements before we get out of here?
Make sure you guys check out Solo Leveling. Make sure you guys check out Demon Slayer. But before you do that, you guys really need to check out ReZero. Give it a try. You won't regret it. ReZero or Castlevania. Give Give them a try. I know half of you guys got Netflix. I know. Give it a try. And I know that you know somebody with Netflix. Give Castlevania a try.
I second that. That's all I got. We're out of here. Peace out.
Catch you later, bro.